Oh, is that what you want?
Yup.
Because that's how you get ants.
Yay!
Hello, it's at Tribal time again. This week it's Modern Tribal Wars and it is Mir. So no big surprise that for a tribe with a bunch of colourless and some pretty good expensive spells, I'm playing Urzatron. So I've ripped off the traditional Tron lists for some of the lower stuff. Obviously all the lands, the expedition map, Chromatic Star, Ancient Stirrings and Sylvan Scrying. Plus for the Mir we've got even more Ramp, Copper Mir, Plague Mir and Palladium Mir. Mir Galvanizer is the Mir Lord. Spend 1 to untap each of the Mir you control. So you can use that with 2 Mir Galvanizers and a Palladium Mir, or 2 of the other Mir produce infinite mana. You tap Palladium Mir for 2, pay 1 to untap all your other Mir, tap Palladium Mir for more mana, and then use your other Mir Galvanizer to untap the Palladium Mir and the first Mir Galvanizer. To go with that combo, I've also got Clock of Omens, which can replace one of the Mir Galvanizers as long as you've got enough other Mir to fuel the clock. Got Prototype Portal as a way of making use of lots of mana. Exile an artifact card and create a token that's a copy of that exile card for its mana cost. So, and Clock of Omens can also untap the Prototype Portal. So, if you've got the infinite combo going with Clock of Omens to generate infinite mana, you can also untap the Prototype Portal in there somewhere and create infinite tokens or whatever kind it is. Or you can just put a Mir Bathysphere underneath it and then create a Mir Bathysphere every turn, which usually wins the game. Mir Turbine, just tap to create a 1/1 colourless Mir artifact, creature token. I'll tap 5 Mir to search your library for a Mir and put it onto the battlefield. Also nice with Clock of Omens, you can untap this. And you can use the tokens that it creates to fuel more untaps of it. And then, as I mentioned, Mir Bathysphere, just the big beefy end of the Mir tribe. And unsurprisingly, a couple of all his dusts. There's also Viridian Longbow, which again can be good with all the untapping shenanigans. You can kill the opponent if you've got infinite untaps, or if it's not going infinite, you can still just ping away a bunch of the opponent's creatures. Potentially with a Plague Mir, you can also shrink things that are too big to kill in one go. And then Inventor's Fair. Beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more artifacts, you gain 1 life, and 4 to sack it to search your library for an artifact card. Got Expedition Map and Sylvan Scrying to search for the Inventor's Fair once I've got tons of mana and I don't need more Urza lands, and then the Inventor's Fair to search for some artifact to help me win the game. And Tomb of the Spirit Dragon, just 2 mana, gain 1 life for each colourless creature you control, just in case situations where you sort of stabilise against an aggro deck, but you can still die. It's like a burn spell or some kind of evasive creatures. Can generate lots and lots of life. As you can probably tell, it's got a certain Rube Goldbergian aspect to the deck with lots of moving parts, and it's not the cleanest combo ever, because the Galvanizers have to not have Summoning Sickness to combo, as do the Mana Mir Prototype Portal token's permanent, but it doesn't get haste, so if you've got infinite mana, you can't necessarily win the same turn. Viridian Longbow is generally the only actual win condition for the combo that kills the same turn. That being said, the deck doesn't need to actually combo off to be powerful. Obviously, shockingly enough, the Urza lands are pretty good in Modern, and a turn 3 mid Battlesphere is pretty good. Or just, you don't need to go infinite if you Proto-Select Portaling out a mid Battlesphere every turn, and you just Proto-Select Portaling out a mid Galvanizer every turn, or tapping mid Turbine a bunch. That's still pretty good. But anyway, we'll see how it stacks up against the opposing forces of Modern. Here we are for round 1. I'm on the play versus Bandit Keith, and this seems like an acceptable hand. 2 Urza lands and a Chromatic Star to dig for some more, plus some mana dorks even if I don't find it. So okay, I've no idea if there's any good order to play the the lands, but I can't imagine how there would be. Just Chromatic Star this turn, next turn crack it, see what I draw. I'll probably just Copper Mirror. So Elves might be annoying because it might have whatever Reclamation stage, which might be an issue, but all his dust is most likely good. And next turn I can play Palladium here. So lots of Elvish Mystics but no lands, which will likely make all his dust even more powerful. So yeah, I think just 3 for Palladium there. If I draw another land, I'll put it to 7 to all this dust. And if not, the turn after, I'll presumably have enough creatures in play for it. Cool, the Palace is the one you have to reveal it, an elf for it to come in untapped. Elvish Champion. Okay. So take 4 this turn. And I would definitely like to all his dust. Sylvan Scrying, so I can get a Tron land. 2 for Tron land, that'll give me 9 mana. That's not enough to do all this stuff plus anything though. Do I dare wait another turn? No, I don't think I do. Alright. It's got Mine, Power Plant, now we need Tower. Lamo, and I even get to attack for 2. And an Elvish Visionary. Not a bad follow-up, but still no 3rd land by the looks of it. And it looks like I'm going to have all the mana in the world, and I just need to find something to go with it. So I'm going to attack for 5. Just play out the rest of my hand. Paladin's elite, okay. Another Urza's Tower. I guess I'm probably fine trading any of these. Just want to keep putting on the pressure before Keith actually finds any more mana. Okay, sure. Now attack obviously makes sense because I can just untap everything. Ooh, and a mere turbine. So I think that does let me go infinite, but not actually kill. I'm not going to bother with Battle Spheres. I'm trying to get as many mere galvanizers and then attack to force as many chunks as possible. Up the galvanizer that can attack. Continue on. 4 lethal attackers. You've got to jump all of them. Unless you've got like I don't know, an instant. There you go, easy peasy, just just a mere turbine, a clock of omens, a mere galvanizer, and some other mere. The easiest combo in the world. What have we got here? So we've only got one Urzaland in hand. We do have an expedition map and some mere tokens. Radiant Longbow seems like it'd be pretty good against the elves if I can get it out quick enough, out and going quick enough. So yeah, I'm going to keep. Certainly ways that this could go poorly, but it definitely seems like a good keep. And Keith Mulligan's down to 6. But it starts with an Elvish Mystic, which is, I imagine, how his deck always wants to start. So with his mine into an expedition map, and next turn, if I draw another Urzaland, non-Urzaline Urzaland, I'll probably just crack the expedition map for the last one. If not, I'll just play out the Tomb of Spirit Dragon and one of these mirrors. Don't really want to crack the expedition map until I know exactly what I want to search for. So looking like this might be another one land hand with a bunch of 1-drop elves to make it function. So I don't have the oldest dust this turn or this time to punish that kind of start. And a Heritage Druid. So this is a extremely explosive start. Not the most explosive thing that could happen if there was another land or this could be creating mana this turn as well. Okay, so no Urzaland, obviously. guess I'll go Copper Mirror in case I draw a green spell next turn. This definitely seems like the sort of draw from the elf deck that I can easily just kill me before I get anything going. Another Nettle Sentinel. So now every elf that gets played essentially generates 3 mana. Elvish Visionary is a good one. Second land, which is probably better than the opponent drawing another creature. Another Heritage Druid. Maybe I'll escape with no Lord being played, and that might buy me a bunch of time. No Lord will also make the Viridian Longbow a lot more effective. No attacks. There's an Ancient Stirring. Okay, so I've got 3 mana. I guess I'll just Ancient Stirring, try and find a 3rd land, and then Palladium Mirror. Or Plague Mirror if I, like the event, I don't find any lands. So let's grab a Power Plant. On the bottom. And Palladium Mirror. Uh-oh, this looks like a collective company. Okay, so I could just be super usable. Shaman, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm probably just dead now, aren't I? Go down to 12, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still getting attacked for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures. So yeah, I'm just super dead. Just make sure that Azori's actually been activated. Yep. Alright, so I get to be on the play. It just seems like very good in this matchup, but not keeping a no-line hand, obviously. Oh god, this is clunky as all hell. But I'm not going down to 5. So I will put back the Palladium Mirror, I think. Yeah. So I can just Power Plant, Mirror, and Ancient Stirrings plus Plague Mirror. Or else, shockingly, it is also played. This tower's not a bad draw. And the Archdruid. Clock of Omens, okay. Ancient Stirrings, what have you got for me? Galvanizer, Expedition Map. So I'm not sure there's really time to mess around with Prototype Portal or whatever. I think maybe what I want to do here is grab Expedition Map, play out the Power Plant, play Plague Mirror plus Expedition Map, or I could take like a Mirror Galvanizer, play Power Plant and Galvanizer, Maybe that's better, because I've got the makings for infinite mana, which seems better than the 7 mana that Expedition Map could get me to. And I mean, either way, I kind of need to draw some powerful spell, like a All This Dust or a Battle Sphere or something. Let's just get me a Galvanizer. And a Heritage Druid, so this is looking like it's going to be tons and tons of mana out of the opponent. So it's 4 from Elvish Druid, and so 7 mana at least. Once upon a time, for another Arch Druid. And a champion. Attack for 4, and this is 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Super dead. And round 2 time, I am on the draw versus thy shuffler with a 1 lander. But I can go Tomb, Chromatic Star, crack the star on turn 2 for green to Ancient Stirrings. So I think this is fine. Be better if this wasn't a Tomb and was an Urzaland instead, but can't have everything. Okay, there's an Urzaland. Sometimes you can't have everything. Canyon Slough. Okay, so it's Swamp Mountain, enters tapped, that has cycling. So I presume this is kind of a grindy deck then. Just worried more about flooding than having explosive early turns. Gift Aetherborn, probably vampires. Yes. I think I want to crack this to Ancient Stirrings. No second Urzaland. Could just go for the forest. Gives me access to the Sylvan Scrying. And a Cordial Vampires is whenever it or another creature dies, put a 1/1 counter on each vampire you control. Ooh, and All This Dust. That might be useful if I can get to it. So the question is here, do I actually play out the Myr Galvanizer? So it seems reasonably likely that it'll just die on sight and trigger the Cordial Vampire. Just going to Plague Myr instead. Ooh, Liliana. That is unpleasant for me. Perfect. So I've played Urza's Tower and then Prototype Portal. Next time I can spend 2 to fetch another Urza land and then all this dust away the board. Can ditch the other Prototype Portal to Liliana. This line would be bad against like an Inquisition. We could take away the Sylvan Scrying. But I would kind of expected a Inquisition to be played by this point, so it'd have to be drawn off the top. Yeah, let's Prototype Portal, that seems too fun. The other question is mere Battlesphere or mere Galvanizer. Battlesphere is obviously more powerful, Galvanizer is more efficient. Either way, I'm not going to be able to activate it next turn. Yeah, I think the Battlesphere makes more sense. It's an Urborg. Vampire Nighthawk. Liliana goes up. Just Prototype Portal, like I said. And this all seems like a great position to be casting in all this dust into. Definitely don't want to play that forest accidentally. So I need a power plant. Let's call your vampire triggers that do nothing. So we've got, yeah, I can make Galvanizer and activate the portal. Night Torch, a bit of an issue because of the flying, but I do have the Tomb, the Spirit Dragon, to make sure he can't kill me. Also, I'm going to be attacking with a mere Battlesphere, so that's pretty good pressure. Ooh, an Ancient Stirrings. So maybe it's best to just create another Battlesphere and activate the Urza's Tower. I don't want to risk dying to a couple of lightning bolts. Sure, this will just trade with the Aetherborn. That's fine. Guess I'll do this now. Just to get the maximum life gain. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, so this hand is almost good if it had a green source. But I think, yeah, I mean it just does nothing if I don't Draw a green source, that seems too much of a risk. Okay, well this seems fine. Too many as power plants, but I can at least ditch one of them. Ooh, an expedition map. Guess I'll go with the map first. Because I want more information about what I'll need for the ancient stir when I cast the ancient stirrings. Aetherborn's not too bad. Guess it's better to Sylvan Scrying just on the very, very remote chance that I don't break the expedition map and I use it for Clock of Omens fodder. Yeah, mine. Just a bear of Malachite. I could ancient stirrings plus crack the map, or I could make galvanizer and do the map cracking next turn. I mean, there's no rush to get the Mid Galvanization into play. It's not really doing anything here, and there's a kind of decent chance it'll just die. So, guess I want to crack the map first. Just reduce the chance of having a tower in the Ancient Stirrings hand that I don't need. Tower, Ancient Stirrings. Battlesphere seems pretty good. Take 4. Just run out of Battlesphere. Gets terminated, which is not a huge surprise, but I'm not super unhappy about trading like half of the card versus a terminate. Yeah, let's trade off with the Gifted Aetherborn. Probably should have blocked with all 4 in case one of these gets removed. Yeah, that was a mistake. This is 7, 9, 10, so 2 mere turbines. It seems pretty reasonable. I have kind of a hard time imagining that this deck will have any easy way of beating 2/1/1s every turn. just create some blockers. I guess I'll triple block the Gatekeeper instead of the Aetherborn, just in case of another removal spell. Lifelinks and the Death Touch isn't really a big concern here. I just want to keep my life total safe and keep the board under control. And on the Rune Sage, beginning of your upkeep, each player sacrifices a non-vampire creature. Okay, I think I can fight through that. Prototype Portal, eh? So that's 7 to play a Galvanizer off the portal. So I think I'll start with a star. And let's stare at some ancient things. Probably, all this dust is just good enough. Let's not do anything fancy, let's just use some brute force. In fact, let's try and tap my mana correctly. Pay 4. Put a Galvanizer in there, and then just pass the turn. 3 to make a Galvanizer, create a 1/1 token, and then I can just start searching for battle spheres. And that is good enough. So yeah, this is just a really good matchup for any kind of big mana deck that against a deck that's trying to get little incremental gains, just playing in all this dust and doing big stuff is just really hard for them to fight through. Right, it's round 3 time. I'm on the draw. This is Kuma. And I have another 1-lander with an expedition map. How many lands are there in the deck? So we've got 19 lands in the deck, minus the 1 in hand, plus the 3 chromatic stars would be fine draws. So that's 21 draws, 21 good draws in 2 turns. It's a pretty reasonable hand. Alright, I'm going to keep it. Nailed it. Oh, I'm so good at this game. And red black something from Kuma. So if I just expedition map this turn, I could play Mere Bathysphere next turn, or I could run out Plague Mere, then next turn tap one land plus the Plague Mere to crack the map. I'd leave me with 5 mana. That seems worse than playing a Bathysphere next turn. Real possibility. Discard a card, draw 2 cards. And Liliana untouched by death. So this might be Zambambos. Still nothing plays to the table though. We've got Mind Power Plant, we need Tower. And another tower. So I'm going to have 10 mana next turn, so I can Portal plus make a Galvanizer copy, plus like a Palladium Mirror or whatever. Oh, it's a hack on deck. Stronghold Scourge. Cast it from your graveyard, not anywhere else. May play night cards from your graveyard. So again, this is probably going to be a pretty good matchup for me. Just because it's a sort of deck that's trying to get like last round, it's trying to get incremental advantages and just overpower it with my big stupid creatures or big stupid spells. You could also prototype Portal out away a Mere Turbine. That's kind of a funny scenario, but I think it's probably better just to play more spells this turn. Here's the Galvanizer. Let's just crash in for lots of damage. Nameless Inversion takes out the Palladium Mare. And a Necromancer's Stockpile. Let's just make one of these. One of these. Play one of these. And attack with these two. Battlesphere's got to get chumped. And then Kuma goes down to 3. And that, surprise surprise, is good enough. Okay, and there's landed a pair of expedition maps. That's good enough to justify a keep. Inventor's Fair to serve as payoff for all the mana. Suppose I just Inventor's Fair plus Plague Mare. Most efficient use of my mana. I know, is Plague Mare going to die, or is this another discard spell? Yeah, throw the possibility. And Hakon is in the graveyard. And Hakon is out of the graveyard. So options are play another power plant and like a Palladium Mare plus an expedition map, or crack the map, play another map. Yeah, let's do that. Get a tower, play an expedition map, and pass the turn. Olivia. This is the... Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may discard a card. If you do, it puts a 1/1 counter on that creature. It gains haste until the end of their turn. It becomes a vampire. So now I am getting hit for 5. And just another Hakon in the graveyard. Guess I map for the last piece and play out a couple of Palladium Mares. Ouch. So I'm taking 11 here, so I think I just need to draw an all is dust to be able to survive. That's no all is dust. Don't have any way to block a flyer, so I'm just dead. Nothing that the Inventor's Fair can search for. Okay. Well, 2 forests is a bit awkward. Again, it's got an expedition map, it's got Sylvan Scrying. It can certainly do some stuff. Hey, it's not a bad draw. Plague Mare just got turned inside out, which makes this turn a little bit more awkward. Yeah, Sylvan Scrying. Next turn I can crack the map. And still have 5 mana to do stuff with. Real possibility ditches Necromancer's stockpile. Ooh, a prototype portal. Okay. So let's get the mine. And I think I'm just going to keep making mere battle spheres. For every turn of the rest of the game, and hopefully that should win me, win the match for me. There's Olivia. Could spend 3 to get another tower. Yeah, that seems reasonable. So, just create a battle sphere end of turn. Thrill, ditching a Liliana, the Zombo Lord, but no. Yeah, no creatures to trigger Olivia. Just this is 12 mana, so I can just play out everything. No, I can't. What am I talking about? Yeah, just play a Galvanizer and create another battle sphere. Attack with these. Tap all my other mirror. Assuming no interference, this should be lethal. That is still lethal. Yep, go mere battle sphere.
Whatever, move.
Barry, is that how you get ants? Yes, it is, Other Barry. Yes, it is.